I'm Becca Olson, and I first got into slam through the youth circuit here. I took a class at my high school called Fun with Language, and then Minnesota Spoken Word Association came and held a poetry slam at my high school. Minnesota, yeah. And then I ended up on the team, and as soon as I started going to slams, it was like instantly all I wanted to do was go to poetry slams and write poems, and it freed me instantly. Yep. And if I were to pick one person from this community to thank, I want to thank Amy Renaud, who was she should be, right? And she was, I think, the first person who really made me feel like this could be my community, too. Bummer. Letters to the Soil in Virginia. When you long with all your heart for someone to love you, a madness grows there that shakes all sense from the trees and the water and the earth, and nothing lives for you except the long, deep, bitter want. And this is what everyone feels, from birth to death. Denton Welch. Dear Stephanie, I'm stretching like I-94 over St. Paul, Milwaukee, Chicago, Cincinnati, Roanoke, Marshall, just to feel your hand in my hair again. When you told me you were going to the soil in Virginia, I started to pray, silent, to the just born and already dying memory of you, this early May, beer rubbed and dancing on the cooling dark of the lawn, dear Stephanie. I found my old bike in the garage last night, its frame stagnant and silver as the elixir lakes of Minnesota. Its tires are flat, out of breath, but I told them if they chant your name on the wind, they might start spinning again, dear Stephanie. I've been working 2 months now at the print shop in Uptown, teaching veterans of kindergarten and soldiers who drank the war machine into their bodies how to pull black oil on a table with a brayer and a cotton ball. They don't pay me for this, for the ink on my face, for the miles of underground intaglio crevices, for sharpening a bleeding horizon line before it leaks up into the wool mat on the press bed. They don't pay me for shutting off faucets, for being reflected in bathroom mirrors, for one big wheel turned, or for pouring leftover ice cubes into the acid sink after show openings. And they certainly don't pay me to not give my number to the counter girl at Dairy Queen around the corner, or to the art school kids who arrive on free ink day to tell me about grad school in Rhode Island and show me their grain belt beer home state pride tattoos. But Minnesota air crossed the dew point today, and all our cotton-heavy paper expanded until it wouldn't line up in its registrations. So we turned off the shop lights, left Minneapolis to fan itself to sleep. Biking home at that hour, the sky blue on blue like a cyanotype. There's still 20 minutes, enough light in the atmosphere for photographs. Stephanie, yesterday I saw a hawk on a branch outside the library, tail feathers copper and fanned out, and I don't know why, but for a moment I thought it was you. I thought all of this was you. Stephanie, tell me you don't see me. in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and I'll tell you I don't see you in the tangent of every sharp curve downhill. I hope you're safe out east with the horses, their hooves pounding outward. This is my last letter, and the last time I'll look towards Virginia. All I can say for myself is you. Girl, I remember you. With your short brown hair smelling like lavender, like bummed cigarettes, smelling like black sweatshirt. I remember you saying, "Are you trying to kiss me right now?" And
Yeah, girl.
I don't know why anybody would steal it. It's clearly a broke person's sweatshirt. And the sky above you is falling into itself. On humid, godless nights, I realize we know each other not as bodies, but as match fire. I know you as drinking in allergies, as if they were alcohol. I know you as a printer cartridge, almost out of ink, and myself as the one swindled into working Sundays. We were 36 hours of unfixed indigo. We know each other as the gentlest 5 a.m. So I hope you find shelter under this blacked out, smoke-stained sky.